Hey, what is up, guys? It is Sunday, meaning it's time for Rebels Recap yet again. We're looking at Season 3, Episode 10, Visions and Voices. This episode saw the return of Maul, the return of the Darksaber, the return of the Night Sisters, and the reveal of the true key to destroy the Sith. And we're going to be getting into that all right now. Just to let you guys know, also, this was the mid-season finale for Star Wars Rebels, so they'll be going on break for a little while until next year, but they certainly left us with a lot of questions moving forward. So we're going to start off with this episode, basically how it went down. So this episode started off with the Rebels going over an attack plan on an Imperial base, but Ezra couldn't focus. He kept hearing a voice calling his name, and that voice was Maul. It was pretty much driving him insane in that situation. He almost killed a Rebel soldier because he believed it was Maul. It led Kanan and Sabine to try to stop him and try to figure out what was going on. Kanan looked to the Bendu for answers. He took Ezra to the Bendu and wanted to find out if he could get to the root of why Ezra kept hearing Maul's voice coming through. Bendu would say that he couldn't do anything about it because Maul was right there. They turn around and there is Maul in the flesh. This wasn't a vision. He was standing before Ezra, Kanan, and the Bendu. They drew their lightsabers getting ready to attack, thinking Maul was there to fight. However, Maul was there to get answers. This goes back to the episode Holocrons of Fate. Remember when they combined the Jedi and Sith holocrons? Maul needed to know what else was seen because he didn't get everything he needed. It turns out that they actually saw what the other wanted to see. Of course, you know, Ezra saw the twin sons and Maul saw somebody that was still alive. Now, Maul did want to see that, but he needed to know where he was, and that was a part of the vision that Ezra saw. So Maul takes Ezra to Dathomir. Now, if you remember Dathomir from the Clone Wars, that's the home of the Night Sisters, aka Maul's family. His mother, of course, Mother Talzin, the Night Sisters, the witches, their dark magic, the only real threat to the Empire as they're known, because if you read any kind of comic books or just know about the Night Sisters in general, you know that Palpatine actually feared these people and had Mother Talzin killed specifically because he feared that she was the only person that could stop the rise of the Empire pre-rebellion. So they go there and Maul does this ritual with Ezra that allows him to see a continuation of the vision. It allows Maul to see Ezra's visions. And he saw Tatooine, he saw the twin sons, they saw the true key to destroy the Sith. And that was Obi-Wan Kenobi. In terms of, does Maul really care about destroying the Sith, or does he really care about finally exacting revenge against Obi-Wan Kenobi? Because you know there is a deep-seated hatred with Maul and Kenobi. Kenobi has been the only person that's been able to stop Darth Maul on every instance. Every time Maul exacts a plan, Kenobi is there to stop it, or he stopped it in some kind of way that Maul just becomes more infuriated with him. So moving on, the Night Sisters' spirits became to come out. Sabine and Kanan showed up on Dathomir because they wanted to stop Ezra from working with Maul again. By the time they get there, the Night Sisters' ghosts are already there and they engage Kanan and Sabine. They possess Kanan and Sabine, and now Maul and Ezra are tasked with fighting them. Now, Maul wanted Ezra to leave them behind and finally become his apprentice. But of course, Ezra couldn't do that. He couldn't leave his family, the only family that he knows, behind. So he stays and extracts the spirits from them and finally extinguishes the galaxy of the Night Sisters. Finally, because he destroyed kind of like a coffin thing, which I guess destroyed their spirits as well. And then once leaving, Sabine would actually pick up the Darksaber, because you find out earlier that Maul kept the Darksaber. If you remember that, that's something that Vizsla had back during the Clone Wars during the Maul saga. And Maul fought Vizsla in one-on-one combat for control of Death Watch and control of Mandalore, basically, and he would cut off the head of Vizsla and keep the Darksaber. He actually used it in his fight against Palpatine, if you remember that as well. So now Sabine controls that, so you can definitely see something involving her, Mandalorians, and the Darksaber moving forward as we get into the second half of the season. But there's still so much to be done. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi's reveal coming soon, maybe. And also, if you watch Rebels Recon, you find out that by the time the second half of the season airs, Rogue One will be released. And they have said that there will be more Rogue One Rebels connections in the second half of the season. So we can't wait to see that. We've already spotted the ghost ship in Rogue One trailers. So as far as what's going to be connected. I cannot wait to see. Hopefully we see some Rogue One characters in Rebels in some form or fashion, especially for me, K2SO. I love to see him appear. Definitely tell me in the comment section down below, what do you guys want to see moving forward into the second half of Star Wars Rebels Season 3? Be sure to leave a like and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to Marauders Guild and hit that bell so you know whenever we upload, and definitely stay tuned to the future as more Rebels recap will return when Star Wars Rebels Season 3 returns as well. Until next time, and of course with you all, I'll definitely see you guys later.